on the camera if you can. Okay, Hemanta. Thank you for accompanying me. So this is one, the seminar notes are how long? You have the notes are how long? Can I? So first question is masalah ekonomi is the 1.2 for kekurangan pilihan and course pass. But before we try these questions, later I'm trying to focus on part 3 and part 5 form 1. So form 1. Yeah, form 5 part 1. Sorry, form 5 part 1. So actually remind me when the time is almost up for the last hour. Wrong class. Yes, you have to join the Mandarin class, right? Yeah. Just attend both. How long? Already but that's it. How long? 你要 join 华语班，你现在不是应该去 join science 吗？ You're supposed to join the science now. For form 5. Yeah, the science in Mandarin. 对呀，你要在华语班是不是？你去做 science 的华语班吧，去做翻译的华语班。看 10 to 12. Go 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 go. 去做翻译的华语班 science. Yeah, the guy is from the Mandarin class, physical students. Okay, that's what I told you guys before. I am going to need a lot to memorize your name and especially your face. Okay, so that so guys, while I keep talking, the whole content here is referring to which unit economy. We always have to identify unit economy first. And so I'm not going to prepare the answer. But 3 for form 4, but 5, sorry, form 5 for part 1. I try to prepare the answer for you guys, but the other chapters are just going to remain, give you guys the point for money. So, can you guys tell me what is the unit economy for this one? Unit economy have only 3, right? Actually, Himanta sounds like Firma. So we have Isi Rumah, Firma, very good. And then Keraja. So Johnny is a person or a Firma? I couldn't trick you guys. Johnny is a person, right? Yeah, it's a person supposed to be isi rumah, correct? But why your answer for Firma is correct? Yeah, because isi rumah can also become the usahawan, and then the usahawan is going to own the Firma. So that's why you can see, memulakan projek tenaga lembu dan ladang kelapa sawit. So this is from isi rumah turns it into the Firma. Very good. So you guys know how to write the sentence now? Firma Johnny. Okay. Project. Show teacher. Show teacher. Oh, you want me to show the answer? The answer, I don't think. Yeah, I think teacher Shi is going to post it, but I'm just going to write my answer because within the website, right? Yeah, there's a button for you guys to refer to the full answer. Is it PDF notes and answer? So the seminar notes, we haven't prepared the answer because we try to prepare immediately. So I try to write it in point form because if I type in sentence, then GG not enough time. So the first one is Johnny. Yeah, just write down Johnny. Johnny is a usahawan yang ingin memulakan perniagaan atau projek yang ingin memulakan projek perniagaan or project tenaga lembu and ladang, right? So you guys can use project perniagaan or project pelaburan because investing in the tenaga lembu or investing in the tanaman kelapa sawit, same thing lah, project pelaburan or project. I just try the project perniagaan. Okay. So after memulakan the project perniagaan, right, guys? For the first one, you guys have to mention Johnny is usahawan because we are trying to link to the Firma. Even though we didn't mention this is Firma, still going to proceed. So that's why the second point is the project kedua project. Okay, I just use the short form kedua project mengalami kekurangan for what? As a usahawan or Firma. So this is already mentioned. Usahawan or Firma is going to mengalami Okay, even though you can using the basic keywords for faktor pengeluaran, but already mentions, right? Modal. So he has the savings for 350,000 only. Okay, and then the 5 hectare tanah. Okay, so the tanah is relevant because the 5 hectare of tanah can be conducted to menanamkan the lembu or menanamkan the ladang kelapa sawit, right? So which means the 350,000 is not able to conduct both of the project. So mengalami kekurangan, change the very good faktor pengeluaran dia itu mempengaruhi into the answer. So I just write down the keyword is modal. So as long as you have the modal or the faktor pengeluaran is correct, this is your 2 marks. Okay, so third mark now. Kekurangan settle, right? So how do we choose the pilihan? The questions give you guys the pilihan. So always memorize this format. The question give you guys the pilihan whether the Johnny is trying to conduct the Ladang Lembu project or Kelapa Sawit Ladang project. Or not? No, right? So which means you guys have to use the keyword known as jika. So jika pilihan is A, comma, which means it can maksimumkan keuntungan dan cost lepas. Oh, sorry, this is your fourth mark. So which means dan cost lepas will be B. So what is cost lepas? Project kedua terbaik dilepaskan. Understand? So we are trying to write as what we have to write for Fermalo, even though this is starting as a person. So I just try to write up 4 points here. How do we get the 5 marks here? So which means pilihan cost lepas is your 4 and 5 marks, but the huraian here will be additional 5 and 6. So that's why from 5, you guys are always getting -1 mark. Try to provide 6 points for the answer, then you can get the full 5 marks only. No? Done? Don't put it the person. That one is for easy rumah trying to buy things. This is trying to conduct business. It's like firma. For maximumkan keuntungan blah blah. Okay. Yeah. No wonder you're trying to direct message me. Okay. Because you are guys, don't feel shy or worried that you share the wrong answer. It's okay. Here to learn. Yeah, that's why my main objective is always trying to learn rather than going fast. Entah for the first question 1.1. So B. Tindakan kerajaan bagi negara Z. So, whenever we try to learn the negara Z and then the keyword, guys, this is also part 1, right? So, which is the subtopic for this part 1? I let you guys to slowly looking through the 2 keywords below. So, can you guys find it? Yeah. Why? 1.2 is kekurangan. We just did right 1.2. 1.2 just did right. So I'm referring to question B. I highlight the 2 keywords 1.3. Hey, actually, are you just spamming? You don't force me to bug you. I tell you. Yeah. Yes, 1.4 A or 1.4 B. 1.4 A is KKP. Do you see any KKP here? So 1.4 A is KKP, right? So 1.4 B is system economy. Do you see any system economy? Yes, right. So what's the system economy here? The system economy here is referring to the kerajaan wajah campur tangan. Okay, so right now this is your 1.4 B only. They are not trying to combine the KKP. Usually 1.4 B usually is going to combine with 1.2 masa kekurangan, but that's not showing here. Oh, Izzat. Izzati, are you new students? Nurul Izzati. Oh, wrong class. Wrong class. Okay, fine. Yeah, so this is system economy campuran. I think the students just enjoy with lack internet. Yeah, enjoy with lack internet. Disconnected, not trying to give the class. It's okay. It's okay, no problem. Okay, let me check because I have to make sure you guys have the notes, even though it's new join one. Okay, let me see whether he's able to join on. Hmm. Uh, GG. I got some students didn't put their real name and enjoyed the wrong class. It's okay. Done, so this is Chamboran. So right now, Chambo Tanga is Chamboran. So that's 5 marks. How? First one, just the system economy, right? And then followed by system economy, Chamboran. I just write down as short as possible. So what is system economy Chamboran? So you have to start discussing for the system economy Chamboran by the Shiri, right? So what's the first Shiri for system economy? Remember the 3P? So what's the first P? Then you look at the marks now, you're really getting the system economy Chamboran. So you have to prove this is system economy Chamboran. The first P is you have to agree or disagree later. So that's why we just try to use 1 point from the 3P here to explain. So what will be the first mark? Jiaming, go to join your science now. Can you join the afternoon economy class? 现在去上华语班的 science 先，去上 Jasmine 老师的那个 science 先，可以吗？还是你要上英文班的？我给你竞选，佳明，看你 join English class right？而不是 join Mandarin class for the science right now right？看 see first 啊，this is the 你有那个 notes 吗？佳明，the seminar notes. Okay, so guys, the first theory for the 3P is known as I'm waiting for you two to write me the answer. Pemilik faktor pengeluaran. So who is the pemilik faktor pengeluaran? You do not have the notes. So how should I help you? Go and download the PDF file because we didn't not supposed to bring the hard copy to the class. Okay. But it's okay. I have extra. I tried to steal a few during Friday. Jamming, so I try to bring you guys on next week. No, penentu kehendak is the second chiri. The first chiri. Okay, I write out the 3 chiri for you guys. Really, you guys really forgotten that. I just try to revise during the part one, right? For those who have entered the extra class. First one is known as who is the pemilik. Yeah, pemilik faktor pengeluaran. Okay, so first one is pemilik. Second one is known as penentu kehendak. So the third one is known as pembuat pilihan. Yeah, if you couldn't read my handwriting, just tell me. So pemilih faktor is who is the boss in the economy. So Chambaran, who is the boss? Who is the boss for system economy Chambaran? Pengguna, pengelola, and kerajaan. Three, just write me 3. Yeah, so we have the pengguna, comma, and pengelola. Dan kerajaan. So how do we describe for the second mark? Negara Z ialah sistem ekonomi campuran kerana pengguna, pengelola dan kerajaan sebagai pemilih faktor pengeluaran yang bebas memiliki faktor-faktor pengeluaran. So if you're lazy to write pemilih, just try to write down these 3 bebas memiliki faktor-faktor pengeluaran. So done for explaining the first 2 marks, right? Even though it's just 1 mark, because you guys have to write down 4 more points for the final answer, right? So which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your second marks supposed to be setuju or tidak setuju. Answer will be setuju, right? Because you really written the kerajaan bebas memiliki faktor-faktor pengeluaran. So that don't need to explain the tanam modal buruh usahawan, no need. So this is your first mark. All the 3 can. So which means if the 3 unit economy can become a pemilih, then kerajaan setuju loh. Then that's the reason they can campur tangan. So that's why setuju. So setuju with the huraian. So that's why these 2 huraian supposed to be your additional 1 more mark. So why setuju? You're using the second ciri to explain kerajaan juga sebagai penentu kehendak. So how do we explain the penentu kehendak? penentu kehendak. So when we are explaining for pemilih, right, the keyword is supposed to be bebas memiliki. Okay, so when we are explaining for the penentu kehendak, we are trying to use berhak membuat keputusan ekonomi. Keputusan ekonomi. So that's why it's keputusan ekonomi. A, B, BU loh. Apakah, berapa, bagaimana, and untuk siapakah. Sorry I thought my handwriting is okay, but until I look at my own screen, okay. If you couldn't read my handwriting, let me know. Teacher, which part I couldn't read your handwriting? Let me know because I thought I already written until quite good. Berhak membuat keputusan ekonomi, which is the apa, berapa, bagaimana, untuk siapakah. So this is going to explain as, okay, setuju. Kerajaan sebagai penentu kehendak dapat membuat keputusan ekonomi dalam menentukan jenis barang ekonomi, jenis dan kuantiti barang ekonomi. Okay, so which means we can try to explain the jenis, which is apa, berapa, kan jenis dan kuantiti. Sorry, not barang ekonomi. Sorry guys, kerajaan try to mengeluarkan one item. Because barang ekonomi is from firma swasta, no, it's firma swasta, right? So for kerajaan is, that's why you have to explain the kerajaan can make the decisions to mengeluarkan the jenis barang and then the quantity barang. Kerajaan try to mengeluarkan what type of barang? Actually, barang awam, right? So why? Then that's the final answer. So why kerajaan have to mengeluarkan barang awam? So campur tangan, so busybody. Your answer? Because can try to memaksimumkan blah 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 kebajikan. Fine maksud? Understand? Yeah. So kerajaan berhak membuat keputusan ekonomi dalam menentukan jenis dan kuantiti barang awam dalam pasaran negara, right? Kerana kerajaan dapat memaksimumkan, so which means memaksimumkan kebajikan. I don't need to mention ke masyarakat, memaksimumkan kebajikan sebagai pembuat pilihan. So is it difficult to write all the answer out? No, you guys have to familiar, which means already master all the subtopics, how to explain for different point form. I think it's easy to be an ayat only, right? It's just that you guys not used to tackle all the structure and essay question. That's why you guys have to keep practicing. Yeah, so which means most of the time when I'm trying to conduct the extra class, right? I'm just trying to teach for the concept. That's why seminar, yeah, we really try to put focus on the exercises. You guys have to keep writing the answer, like actually, even though the answer is wrong. Okay, not wrong lah. Jaga kebajikan masyarakat, merapatkan jurang pendapatan, sorry. Yeah, so this is all objective macroeconomy. So do you think that in the Form 4 topics, can we try to insert the kebajikan masyarakat, merapatkan jurang pendapatan and stabil ekonomi for only 1 mark? Choose one to write. So which means the easiest one will maximum kebajikan. So when do we mention have to menstabilkan economy? Form 5 questions. That's why we have to analyze according to this is Form 4, Form 5, or they are trying to ask for the Form 4 topics, but they're trying to give like the marks is like too much until you couldn't try to fit in all the Form 4 syllabus. Then you try to link to Form 5. Let's say just now, if this question is trying to give 6 or let's say 8 marks, 6, 7, 8, right? But you can only have 3 points to write. Then how? Maybe the memaksimumkan kebajikan masyarakat it change to kerajaan yang ingin memaksimumkan kebajikan masyarakat dalam mencapai objektif makroekonomi, which is what kerajaan campur tangan in order to memaksimumkan kebajikan, kerajaan can try to meningkatkan pertumbuhan ekonomi. So this is the KDNK, right? Dengan so this meningkatkan pertumbuhan ekonomi already getting 1 point, so you kurangkan dapat membukakan banyak peluang pekerjaan dalam sektor-sektor ekonomi. This is an additional mark. So with all the pendapatan from the peluang pekerjaan also can menstabilkan ekonomi dengan inflasi kurang daripada 5%. So this is additional 3 points. So always try to depends on the marks to determine how many points you guys have to provide. So you guys have to familiar with your Form 4, Form 5 basic now. Okay, sorry, too long video, but this is how you guys have to tackle the marks. identifying this form 4, form 5 question first. Okay? So number 4, system economy, right? This is still the same. Okay, for your first question C. So negara A, sistem ekonomi berancangan pusat. So which means you guys have to elaborate. So just by the first answer, because I already find the question is alasan. So alasan. Okay, so perancangan pusat able to menurunkan kadar kemiskinan from 53 to 81. Okay, so pembaharuan ekonomi ini merupakan satu tindakan bijak. So alasan, this is just now I'm trying to mention. So objective macroeconomy, 4 marks. So how do you get 4 marks here? Objective macroeconomy. So how? Kerajaan yang ingin memaksimumkan kebajikan masyarakat hendaklah mencapai objektif makroekonomi. So which means in order to memaksimumkan the kebajikan masyarakat, using a short form actually, okay, MXY, right, is have to mencapai the objective macroeconomy. So I just write down the point form. Objective macroeconomy. So this is like form 5 SPM questions now, because they are trying to link to all the first 2 questions is form 4, suddenly jump to your form 5. Because in your form 4, you couldn't explain these details with 4 marks one. Just for the pengangguran. So for the pengangguran, if you can see kadar kemiskinan is actually linked to the pengangguran, right? Because pengangguran, doubtless you are not going to get any income. So that's why this is going to link to your objective macroeconomy, your form 5 power. So right now, even though this is the 1.4, B is going to link to your form 5, but 1.1, which is peranan kerajaan. So peranan kerajaan, 1.1 or 1.2, sorry, 1.2, because 1.1 is kerajaan mengeluarkan barang awam barang sosial sebagai pengeluar and then menawarkan peluang pekerjaan sebagai majikan. So we are not going to link to that. So we are going to link to the objective macroeconomy. So Dana, this is your first mark, right? So you can see we are trying to give a factor and a huraian. Why is only 1 mark? Guys, form 5 SPM. Form 5 SPM. So that's why I always try to give a factor or huraian. So guys, continue 3 more marks. Guys, don't forget, we have to link to the 1.4B, not directly to link everything to the form 5 1.2. Objective macroeconomy. This one we discuss later. Or you want to discuss now, okay? Depends on how you guys construct the answer. So guys, you guys wanted to start from 1.4B first for the final answer, or the huraian 1.2. So why is the objective macroeconomy? In order to reduce kadar pengangguran. Sorry, kadar kemiskinan. Okay, kadar kemiskinan. Yeah. Okay. And then including, so actually your answer mencapai guna tenaga penuh is from the kadar pengangguran, right? So how to make sure economy is mencapai guna tenaga penuh? You have to make sure that economy is always able to produce more KDNK than the previous year, right? So these two always link together. So kerajaan, if we link to the form 5, okay, I'm trying to start huraian from the 1.4B, then you guys will notice how do you finish up the answer for the form 5 2 marks here. Okay, I'll show you guys the form 4 answer huraian first as the factor. Okay, huraian for form 4. So kerajaan, yeah, this is the maklumat kerajaan, right? Maklumat kerajaan negara A, because already mentioned is perancangan pusat, right? Then we leave it. Okay, already know this is perancangan pusat bracket. So which means kerajaan negara A yang ingin memaksimumkan kebajikan masyarakat sebagai maklumat kerajaan haruslah mencapai objektif makroekonomi, iaitu kerajaan. Just now we are trying to explain from the pemilih, penentu, and beberapa pilihan, right? So kerajaan memiliki all the faktor-faktor pengeluaran and able to decide what to produce, even though it's just barang awam. This is for the kebajikan masyarakat, right? So that's why this is only 1 mark for the form 4 parts. 1 or 2 marks is okay, because form 5 we have 2 different parts to explain. So kerajaan is pemilik. Remember, for perancangan pusat, kerajaan is not just pemilik. They are the pemilik faktor pengeluaran secara everything's owned by the government. How do we describe that? Mutlak, very good. Oh, you're able to wake up. Then where are your two friends? Haven't wake up yet, right? Secara mutlak, you're mixing out the first questions for A and B, Sana. Do you want to remind them to wake up now? Because in the Wednesday, I haven't, during the Wednesday class afternoon, right? Did I mention about the seminar? No, right? Because I didn't know I had to teach today until Thursday. From Monday to Wednesday, I didn't know we had a seminar until after your class. Only I realized, we have seminar also. That's why Hementa, when I go to the physical class, right, I remind you guys to take the seminar notes because I just realized. Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, because guys, morning sessions who wanted to wake up. Okay, I'm done for the pemilik secara mutlak. So which means after the pemilik for kerajaan, okay, able to owns everything. So which means also the penentu kehendak, right, membuat keputusan ekonomi, membuat segala keputusan ekonomi. So what is the huraian for membuat segala keputusan ekonomi? Which means this is linked to your Form 4 and Form 5 at the same time. Okay. Berdasarkan kebajikan, so berdasarkan kebajikan masyarakat. Berdasarkan kebajikan masyarakat. I'm just using the short form MSY. Okay, so now your Form 5 answer now. How? Kerajaan dapat meningkatkan atau menjalankan atau membangunkan projek-projek pembangunan dari segi para awam. Even though para awam is for kebajikan, still we have to link it to our perancangan pusat because when conducting this project, we can try to open more peluang pekerjaan. So which means after kerajaan is the pemilik and then able to make all the decisions for kebajikan masyarakat, right? So kerajaan dapat mewujudkan atau membangunkan atau menyediakan. I just prefer to use mewujudkan. Sebab mewujudkan banyak projek projek pembangunan. Even though it's projek pembangunan, right? But try to write down berdasarkan barang awam. Berdasarkan barang awam. So last point. So with all the project pembangunan, what can we say? Sana, try to chat within the public chat, which means to everyone. So it's okay, because your answer already mentions by Ashley. Yeah, already mentions by Ashley is GTP. So which means we link to the Form 4 to Form 5. So that's why Form 5 1.2. Objective macroeconomy, right? Objective macroeconomy, right? So which means the final point for the graph is able to meningkatkan peluang pekerjaan. So with the job and you get the income, right? So meningkatkan pendapatan masyarakat. That's why kadar kemiskinan menurun, maka kadar kemiskinan menurun. Simple. So that's why this is your format as a Form 5 students now preparing for a trial SPM. Always try to provide extra points. What's the extra point? Okay, this is extra point, right? Just trying to repeat from the article, the content, but that's the pendapatan link to the kemiskinan. So that's why your main point is mewujudkan peluang pekerjaan. How? Because kerajaan decided for all the para awam, which is project pembangunan, try to prepare more para awam. Then in order to prepare the project, we have to provide a lot of job opportunity. Okay, simple, right? So that's why until now you guys supposed to handle these kind of questions. Even though you guys I teaching it, I just learned how to write until now. It's okay. At least you learn. Okay. So Donkey, lazy to do this one. So guys, just look at these questions, guys. Form 4, Form 5. I'm lazy to do these questions. This is Form 4 Chapter 2. Okay, so this is your Form 4 Bab 2. 4, lazy to write down so much. Bab 2 for DD or SS. This is the DD, right? For heading, which is hukum permintaan. So this is the hukum. You guys know what is hukum permintaan, right? Referring to the harga meningkat. So quantity diminta is menurun. So that's why it's negative. So that's why 6 mark. Can you guys do it? Can you guys do it? Yeah. Write the answer in chat. Yeah. So which means, what's the first point? What's the first point? First point is, you guys all really, I didn't highlight the keyword, you guys didn't let me know the answer. What? No, wajar. Tidak wajar first. Tidak wajar. Why? Because usually for the DD, right, we are referring to consumer or producer. Hukum permintaan. You guys really didn't notice the keyword, right? I'm purposely trying to highlight one. Hukum permintaan is trying to refers to consumer, right? Trying to consumer, pengguna. But the question is asking, is it wajar, which means wise for the firm to meningkatkan harga? Yes or no? So that's what's your first mark? Tidak wajar. Tidak wajar. Okay, so in order to score for 6 marks, you are correct. Actually, by mentioning tidak wajar kerana malamat or objective same thing lah. Malamat firma yang ingin. So what is the malamat firma? Memaksimumkan keuntungan harus meningkatkan harga untuk meningkatkan jumlah hasil. So this is the huraian. I lazy to write. So just write down meningkatkan the harga in order to meningkatkan the hasil. Yeah. So that's why the second point, tetapi. What? Tetapi berdasarkan atau mengikut same thing, berdasarkan hukum permintaan. So guys, what's hukum permintaan? What's hukum permintaan? Apabila harga, okay, I write down the bahasa short form. Apabila harga barang, because jenis barang, right, they didn't mention, if they mention this barang X, then you have to write down apabila harga barang X meningkat atau menurun. So that's why apabila harga barang meningkat, quantity diminta. Why is it using KD quantity diminta? Because the quantity affected by price as our ration cards, right? So quantity diminta akan menurun. Okay? And then you still have another 3 more marks. So then you give the huraian for RM 15. Okay, just write the proof of apabila harga barang meningkat, quantity minta akan berkurang atau merosot. Dengan jadual ini, harga barang RM15, quantity diminta adalah 90 unit. Dan apabila harga barang meningkat ke RM25, quantity diminta telah menurun. So that's why this is the fakta, this is the huraian. Huraikan from the jadual. So when the price increase to RM20, quantity diminta is decreasing from 90 to 60 units. So this is your 3 and 4. Okay, so guys, 2 more points. How do we handle? How do we handle? We have to write down how is the firma able to memaksimalkan keuntungan, right? How, guys? Yeah. Sebaliknya, this is not how you guys try to get extra marks actually, because you didn't know how to describe for the further, right? So guys, increasing or decreasing the price now? You guys really forgotten, right? I try to hint you guys. For the Form 4 bab 2.1 is demand and supply. 2.2 is markets. What is 2.3? What's 2.3? Ya, pasaran is keseimbangan 2.2. Not penentu. I give you guys the formula. What do we call it? Keanjalan. Actually, yo. Write down keanjalan. So what's the simplified formula for this keanjalan? Peratus perubahan quantity divided by, what is perubahan peratus? Okay. Peratus perubahan quantity always affected by price side divided by peratus perubahan harga. So that's why guys, this is the last 2 marks. Try to prove anjal tidak anjal. Because we have 6 marks. That's why we try to use hukum permintaan and then link to the keanjalan whether we supposed to increase or decrease the price. Yeah, so maybe this is another huraian without the 4th mark, but it's still okay. We just try to mention where the price increase, decrease. So this one we can cancel. But you guys can remain. It's okay. Just remain this sentence up to you guys and then link these two together. So which means we can try to provide more fakta, which means 6 marks, right? Try to give 7 marks. That's why the keanjalan here from the formula and then calculated answer is just 1 mark. Try to jelaskan for the keanjalan. Then you guys will be able to understand what is tidak wajar. Why is tidak wajar? Yes, that's what I'm trying to give you guys. This answer is according to the hukum permintaan when the question is only 4 marks. But this is another 2 more marks. You guys have nothing else to mention. Then we link to everything possible now, which is kebat question. This is very kebat. So you guys have to link to the keanjalan. Okay? Yeah. Kuasa beli not relevant because kuasa beli will not link to the harga and quantity. We will not link to the harga and quantity. So that's why harga and quantity is your Form 4 bab 2. Then we link everything from Form 4 bab 2 first. That's why you guys have to master all the subtopics. So guys, answer. What is the answer? Okay, I give you guys the formula already, right? So this is the keanjalan plus the calculations and formula. Calculations. Because they ask you to buktikan. That's the reason for this keyword buktikan. Calculation plus the formula. So guys, what's the answer? Use calculator, guys. Okay, so price increase or decrease? Price is increasing, right? So which means this is the Q1, this is the QO, right? So okay, you guys try to use your calculator, write down faster. 60 minus 90. Enter, divide by 90. So above is negative 0.33. So divide by 50 increase to 25, right? So 25 minus 15, enter, divide by 15, multiplied by 100 is 66.7. So what's the final answer? Negative 0.33 divided by 66.7, right? Did I calculate wrongly? 25 minus 15 divided by 15, multiplied by 100. Did I forgotten to write down the... Wait, did I try to write down wrongly the answer? Price increase, right? Price increase, this is the Q1. No, 60 minus 90 divided by 90. Multiply, oh, I forgot to multiply by 100, sorry. Negative 33.3 divided by 66.7. So the answer is negative 0.49, right? So which means 0.5 is almost the same. Okay, so which means guys, anjal tidak anjal. Oh, shit, then my answer is totally wrong. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. I still can try to put down for the last point. So tidak anjal, right? So what's tidak anjal? the price is not going to affect the quantity drop by a lot, right? So which means, guys, sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm using black color to rewrite the answer. Wajar. Yeah, so we are not going to using the the 3 points here. Not going to use the 3 points here. Sorry, guys. I thought this is because usually we are trying to mention the anjam within these questions in order to link to the hukum permintaan. But I didn't know teachers didn't trying to use the tidak anjam, which is quite unpopular within the exam time. They are trying to link to the hukum permintaan and then link to the anjam in order to adjust the price slightly in order to increase the hasil. But this is have to increase the hasil. So wajar is because guys, I change keanjalan calculation everything. Okay, I try to write down wajar. So ingin memaksimalkan keuntungan. So we are trying to link to the keanjalan. So I try to rewrite the answer keanjalan. So which means we have to prove the calculations of the formula calculations and formula. So actually this is your 2 marks because you have to prove all the formula and the calculations and then with the final answer, right, is negative 0.5. This is tidak anjam. So this is actually a 3 marks already. Yeah, actually 4 marks. Yeah, because you try to mention the final answer with the tidak anjam, this is supposedly is 4 marks. So this is totally 4 marks here. Yeah, just write down this is the 4 marks. So which means this is the 1 mark, 4 marks here. You just have to mention one more items, right? So you just try to mention one more point, which is yeah, the answer is yeah, I've forgotten to mention the 4 marks here. Where later I'm trying to mention this is the 4 marks. This is just now negative 0 point, sorry, negative 33 point negative where the history negative 3.3, right? So divide by positive 66.7. So which means okay, doesn't matter. Apabila harga barang meningkat by 1%, kuantiti diminta akan berkurang only 0.5%. So which means the quantity you have to mention maka peratus perubahan quantity is lower than peratus perubahan harga. So the firma able to maximumkan keuntungan. Yeah, this is all the marks here. Why we have to link to the tidak anja? Because it's rarely coming up these type of questions. That's why I try to mention to the hukum permintaan first for the first 4 mark and then link to the barang at anja. I didn't notice this is tidak anja. Sorry guys. Yeah, yes, this is tidak anja. Yeah, this is very rare. So that's why teacher sheet is good at preparing all those clear questions. This is you guys are not able to find this type of questions from reference book because teacher sheet try to prepare by herself. It's good. This question done. Okay, so this kanjalan no more. So can I try to skip soalan 2? Hukum penawaran for 5 marks. This is your form 4 bab 2, right? So write down form 4 bab 2.1 for the penawaran only, which is supply. Okay. Yeah, so pan jadwal, which means you are not going to prepare the raja. So jadwal only, guys. How to prepare the jadwal? This is the jadwal. So which means we have first item, price, and then this is quantity, ditawar. So remember, this is always have to preparing quantity, ditawar. Why? Because hukum we always have to mention the price and then the quantity. So this is your KS. So guys, you guys wanted to refer to price increase or decrease, up to you guys. Also, I prefer to use, this is the RM, right? So 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit. So quantity ditawar increase or decrease? Penawaran, positive or negative? positive langsung so which means when the quantity affected by price under the supply, which means let's say this is 50 units, this is 100 units. So the whole jadual is only 2 marks. Can you guys try to huraikan the 3 marks now? So which means apabila harga barang meningkat, kuantiti ditawar juga meningkat dan sebaliknya. So which means what is the 2 more marks? Sebaliknya after that. Hubungan antara harga barang dan kuantiti ditawar adalah positif or langsung, right? So what's the last point? What's ceteris paribus? I remember you guys always able to answer what is the hubungan, but what's ceteris paribus? Tiada penentu-penentu. Tiada, which means ada faktor-faktor penawaran tidak wujud. So tiada penentu-penentu penawaran. What is ceteris paribus? Rather than just trying to focus on the price and then the quantity, other factors we are totally trying to ignore. This is ceteris paribus. That's why we give 5 marks here. Usually supposed to be Form 5, right? Maximum 3 to 4 marks. So 3 to 4 marks, 2 marks here, 2 marks here. So there's 1 more mark. You guys have to mention ceteris paribus, like compulsory. Done. So that's the form. That's why I use black color because I don't want to discuss further. If you guys want it, write the answer. I try to help you guys to generate 1 more. Okay, so now this is the B we have to link, which is fungsi pen pusat. That's your Form 4. Bab 3, right? Yeah, what's your 3/1, guys? What's the 3/1? 3/1 is for fungsi N, 4 fungsi and 6 ciri 1. 4 fungsi, 6 ciri. So the jenis 1 is the second part. Yes, still within the 3/1. So remember the 3/1 is fungsi and ciri. So what is the definisi 1, guys? Definisi 1. 1 ialah satu komoditi yang diterima umum, first ciri yang diterima umum dan sebagai first fungsi, alat perantaran pertukaran. Done, right? So what is the 3.2? Pen besar. So remember, fungsi, ciri, and then the jenis is within the 3.1. So 3.2 is bank besar. So bank besar, how many fungsi, guys? How many fungsi for bank besar? You try to name all the 5 fungsi. Okay, name all the 5 fungsi. Bank besar. Really forgotten. Yeah, no, that's the objective bank. Kerajaan not menstabilkan ekonomi. Not yet. So first thing first, Bank Pusat is trying to link to your 3.1. All the one. Okay, how many jenis bank? Yeah, okay, mengurus. Can. How many jenis bank? Yes, menyediakan, mengeluarkan. Usually we try to use menyediakan mata wang. Okay, so in order to prepare the mata wang, penguat kestabilan ekonomi. But I don't recommend these questions. Yes, I don't recommend this question. I don't recommend this answer mengolah kestabilan ekonomi. You just try to use mengolah mata wang, menstabilkan the harga, the nilai mata wang first mah. Mengolah mata wang, menstabilkan nilai mata wang. So when the nilai mata wang is stabil, only you can try to menstabilkan ekonomi. That's why we try to learn IHP first and then link to the GDP and the KDNK. So that's why IHP first, because when the nilai mata wang is stabil, only the economy is able to stabil. Understand? So that's yeah. From the textbook, you guys can see the answer, but how do you guys link all together? By trying to imagine all the answer in a sequence like a story. So that's why kerajaan try to mengeluarkan wang. So this one If produce more, the nilai will be lower. If produce less, the nilai will be higher. So people is not easily to obtain the one, which means people is poor. So that's why we have to lower down the price, the value for the money, menstabilkan nilai mata wang. Then only people can use the nilai, the one with the pekalan, which means supplying, right? So all the one kertas, which shilling, known as one sat in the market, we are easily to get it with the nilai yang stabil. Then only we can try to conduct demand and supply, and then economy stabil. No? So last two fungsi. Remember first fungsi, you guys just try to refer to the standard answer. Mengeluarkan mata wang, menstabilkan nilai mata wang, menstabilkan pertumbuhan ekonomi. So followed by the last two, jurubank kepada kerajaan and jurubank kepada commercial bank. Bank perdagangan, right? So that's why this question's 5 fungsi. Yeah, usually is 4 or 6 marks. So that's why 5 marks, right? Let me consider. Okay, first one, bank pusat is trying to menyediakan account kewangan, right? Which means your imbangan pembayaran in your form 5 up 2. So the first, you guys try to refer to the nota. Okay, do you guys need the answer now? I try to drop the TDC answer for you guys to refer, and then you also can try to refer from your school textbook, because I don't can memorize. The first one is menyediakan account kewangan, which is imbangan pembayaran. So the next one is when government have to conduct any project pembangunan, they have to ask the bank pusat to help them pay first, not as pendahuluan. Okay, I can only memorize the concept, but the whole for my answer, I will need times to be enough for you guys. So that's why after the second one, I can memorize that when kerajaan try to conduct any business plan or any project pembangunan, our bank pusat is trying to give them the consultation sessions, which means trying to mengkaji whether this is able to conduct or not. What is the pros and cons to the economy? Okay, so that's the 3 marks I'm trying to understand, but you guys have 5 fungsi. Within the jurubank kepada kerajaan, yes, you guys have 5 things to explain. Okay, so this is just 5 fungsi bank pusat, but we have jurubank kepada kerajaan, we also have 5 items to explain. Correct, Sana? But I cannot memorize everything because usually they were not asking for 5. Okay, let me try to show you guys the form 4 answer. Form 4 about 3B, right? This is form 4. Form 4 or only until 2. Okay, so guys, give me a moment. I'm trying to take the 2023. Form 4 about 3A. Okay, about 3A. So guys, copy down fungsi bank pusat kepada kerajaan, mentapik akaun kerajaan, memberi pendahuluan sementara, and then memberi nasihat pelaburan. This is the 3 I recommend you guys to memorize, because if we wanted to link to the last one, pertukaran asing, right, there will be calculations involved. So that's why usually I don't recommend you guys to use mengurus pertukaran asing. Yeah, so first one, second one, third or fourth, you guys choose. I prefer to use the fourth one because shorter sentences to write. That's why my memory always try to prioritize those shorter answer one. Memberi nasihat pelaburan. Okay? Can I? Done? So actually, do you need me to prepare the full answer for you guys? Or just point form? No, no need. Okay, let me try to screenshot. No, please freezing the screen now so you guys can try to kurangkan the 5 fungsi. So the first one is that you guys try to refer from the screen. I'm freezing, right? Okay, you guys can copy. So the first one I'm trying to jot out is mentapik akaun kerajaan. Mentapik akaun kerajaan, which is your form 5 last chapter. Imbangan pembayaran. So the next one is helping the government to pay for the pendahuluan first. Memberi pendahuluan sementara. The third one I prefer to memberi nasihat because it's shorter. Dan memberi nasihat pelaburan. Nasihat pelaburan. So the fourth one is mengurus hutang. Usually I don't recommend. Mengurus hutang negara. So the last one is the list you guys have to be trying to refer to for the foreign exchange, pertukaran asing, right? Mengurus pertukaran asing. Because usually we have the calculations behind for the whole pertukaran asing. So that's why I don't need to mention here. But if you guys really prefer to write out shorter sentences for pertukaran asing, yes, go ahead. Pertukaran asing. Done? I'm freezing now, guys. Yeah, because I also have to copy the full subtopics from the textbook. Sorry, guys. I can only memorizing the concept. So that's why for this fungsi bank pusat, right? Jurubank kepada kerajaan. If you guys forgotten about the, let's say, account kerajaan, you guys can try to use some relevant topics like bank pusat recordkan account pembayaran untuk kerajaan. That's the huraian for mentapik account kerajaan. Okay, done. So don't need to memorize the full exact keywords. Can use the relevant one. Okay. What? Huh? I thought I already analyzed for so long. So just now we are trying to explain the five fungsi bank pusat, but under the bank pusat, we have the jurubank kepada kerajaan. We also have another five fungsi. And that's the five fungsi. But in order to get the 5 marks right, just choose three to terangkan because this is the fakta and then the huraian. Fakta huraian. Just choose any three. Okay. Because I'm trying to mention the five fungsi, then this is what all the fungsi bank pusat are. Hey, this is not test. I'm trying to revise for all the five fungsi bank pusat. Then I try to mention the first five fungsi. The last two is jurubank kepada kerajaan. Bank perdagangan, commercial bank, right? So only we try to write down the jurubank kepada kerajaan. Yeah, I have to revise this part first and then link to the jurubank for five. Okay, guys, still have space, right? Yeah, try to slash behind in the trials or maybe your school exam, not final SPM. Okay, because for your trial and your school exam, right, only they will try to ask, let's say 2 to 4 marks. Yeah, 2 to 4 marks for jurubank kepada bank perdagangan. Jurubank kepada bank perdagangan. Jurubank. So which means all the two remaining jurubank, right? You guys have to revise jurubank kepada bank perdagangan. So guys, jurubank kepada bank perdagangan, how many fungsi? 2 to 4 marks. Okay, you guys have only 3 fungsi. So if you guys can refer from the notes, this is a 3 fungsi. So that's why in order to score for 2 marks, what to do? So that's why if 2 marks right, the question is going to ask nyatakan dua fungsi jurubank kepada bank perdagangan. But if they try to provide 4 marks, the 2 fungsi you guys just try to describe. So which means which one is the best one? Which one is the best one? First and third. Because the second one, result Pekano, do you guys remember? Result Pekano is from the Form 5 syllabus. So that's why usually they are trying not to ask the result Pekano. So if you guys, your school teacher already finishing teaching for the Dasar Kewangan, right? So I'm trying to enter the Dasar Kewangan as soon as possible to experiment result Pekano and then result Tunan. It's a savings for the bank perdagangan to handle emergency or let's say insufficient cash flow. So we have 2 reserves for the bank perdagangan. So result Pekano is bank perdagangan, all the commercial bank, CIMB, public bank, Maybank, they are trying to save savings in the bank result. So when they're running out of money, they have these savings. Yeah. Done. So this is the fungsi bank perdagangan. So C, this is your form 5 definitely. Form 4 part 3 linked to the form 5. So guys, done for the question B. So C, because 6 mark, I assume this is linked to the form 5 slightly. So what is faktor pemindahan pekerja? This is your form 4 part 3.3. So which means part 3B. So it's no longer this part is the next part for pendapatan boleh guna the part. So which means why you choose this job. So I try to show you guys the answer later. So faktor pemilihan pekerja for golongan muda memilih menceburi bidang ekonomi tersebut. So which means what is industry 4.0? What is 1.0? You guys recall? 1.0 is no one can answer. GG. How many sector economy? How many sector economy? 3. So what's 1.0? Focusing in tanaman yang terhad. What's 2.0? Processing, which means 1970 to 80. I try to show you guys the bug 3B now. Okay, bug 3B. Okay, 1.0 is sektor utama. Okay, 2.0 is sektor kedua. 3.0 is sektor ketiga, right? So what's 4.0? Which means outside of syllabus now, linked to our working from home. So which means it's based on IT now. So that's why our nota here, yeah, didn't mention a lot for 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, but this is linked to our newspaper. So that's why if you read newspaper, then you guys understand what's industry 1.0, 2.0. 4.0 is everything based on after the Perkhidmatan, right? Sector 3, right? Everything is based on technology, like let's say cloud, work from home, or far distance working. This is 4.0, which means everything is based on electronic devices and not as mechatronics, which is very irrelevant to the economy, right? So that's why you guys have to read on. Okay, so you guys can see the economy gig, which is all the far distance, right? High skill job. So like this is all the 4.0. So which in last time it's just trying to provide services. What is the services in 3.0? You come to my shop, I give you my barang-barang boleh nampak, like the grocery items. Or let's say you come to my tuition center, I give you the services face to face. 4.0 is upgrade. So even though we are far distant, so we're having the online class, right? It's close to 4.0 now. You can buy things, shoppings online, 4.0. So guys, remember 4.0? Economic gig, all the electronic gadgets, gig. Okay, so the newspaper. Okay, so what's the faktor pemilihan pekerja pada golongan muda? What's the faktor pemilihan pekerjaan? So how many faktor pemilihan pekerjaan do we learn before? I don't want to scroll down just now for the DDC notes because you guys can easily get the answer now. Okay, masa, tempat, faedah, sampingan. Okay, the masa is known as waktu pekerjaan. The tempat is known as lokasi pekerja, right? Faedah, sampingan, very good. Okay, but it's irrelevant to the economic gig, right? Okay, actually, maybe the tempat can. Faedah, sampingan, cannot as a basic guarantee. Masa, I don't think we can link to the masa. So guys, when we are trying to discuss about the actual answer, right, you guys have 10 factor per million pekerjaan. That's why I don't want to scroll this page. So which means I already memorizing all the different pages for all the answer from TDC notes. Okay, because I already teaching for so many years. So that's why, which one is relevant? Okay, first one, the most important. You guys didn't mention upah. Hey, we are trying to refer to the high skill job, right? What happened to the high skill job? Usually is referred to higher pay, right? So even though this is the first upah, we are trying to link the faktor pemilihan pekerja from the upah link to this pendapatan peribadi. So that's why try not to link to the masa, tempat, and faedah sampingan. We link to the upah because higher pay, right? So upah is trying to attract the youngster nowadays. So the question is referring to the youngster, right? Golongan muda. So what golongan muda is trying to refer to the high skill job is because not only the pay, because usually the youngster now they have higher qualifications for their academic, which means kelakar academic, right? So if you have higher qualifications, let's say SPM, university like degree, or you are trying to study until the PhD professor. So higher the kelakar academic, higher the upah. So pilihan kerja, pilihan pendidikan. Other than that, high skill job, right? So you are trying to take some khusus, which means specialized in those high economic all the gauges, right? Let's say IT. So which means kemahiran informational or kemahiran interpersonal. So I'm high skill for education economy. So you guys are maybe high skill in future for IT or maybe for let's say engineering. So this is all kemahiran interpersonal, or let's say you are becoming a chef, kemahiran interpersonal. So this is the first factor known as kelakar academic, sorry, upah, and then you try to huraikan for let's say 2 or 3 more marks. 2 or 3 more marks, which means we can link to the pilihan pendidikan, and then next one, kemahiran, okay, and keusahawan. That's a full 6 mark then. just from one upah link to the pilihan pendidikan, kemahiran, and then keusahawan, or you can link to the most difficult part to explain because it's too wide for the current economy. So why we are getting into the economy gig now is because we rely on internet now. So that's why this is the current economy. So it's not relevant to the prestasi perniagaan baik or keberlangsungan economy because this current economy is referring to inflasi deflasi. But you guys can use the title hurai on your own. The current economy now is mengalami peningkatan tingkat teknologi seperti internet. Oleh itu, this economic gig is required or is trying to offer a lot of peluang pekerjaan within the industrial. So that's why it's hard to, it's okay for huraikan for the current economy, but it's going to take a lot of new fresh words to huraikan. I can prepare for you guys if you need it, but I prefer you guys to use the upah only under the 234. Under the 234, okay? Pilihan pendidikan, kemahiran, dan keusahawan for the 6 months. Everything based on pay, but we have the 10 marks here. Okay, so that's why the economy is not based on the first one. Why? Because the first one is known as high risk, high return. So we are not going to see any high risk, high return in the questions, right? Okay. Okay now. So everything needs to the upah. So I use black color, which means irrelevant, not really going to come out this difficult in the exam. So for the upah, so we have the first one is known as pilihan pendidikan, and then followed by kemahiran, right? So the last one, I was forgotten, the last one is keusahawan, because you can become the buruh, then you can try to own a skill and then try to changing from buruh into usahawan as your pekerjaan. So which means keusahawan. Okay? Yeah, you guys know how to huraikan now? What's pilihan pendidikan? So maybe kerakat akademi yang lebih tinggi, pendapatan lebih tinggi. Okay, so what is kemahiran? Memiliki kemahiran khusus yang seseorang golongan muda dapat memiliki kemahiran khusus akan mendapatkan pendapatan lebih tinggi. So what is high academic? What is skill? So the last one keusahawan is try to use 3 ciri to huraikan keusahawan yang kreatif, inovatif dan menanggung risiko. Dapat because high risk high return dapat menanggung risiko akan mendapatkan keuntungan yang lebih lumayan rather than using pendapatan tinggi. Because pendapatan we try to refer to all those buruh-buruh, right? So for untung is referring to the ganjaran usahawan that we use keuntungan lebih lumayan because they can bear all the risk using the creative and innovative untuk mendapatkan cara pengeluaran yang cekap. So which means pengeluaran yang lebih memaksimumkan keuntungan is cekap low in cost, high in the productivity. So this creative and innovative referring to. So menanggung risiko, you're taking the risk, high return. That's why I prefer to use mendapatkan pendapatan, mendapatkan keuntungan yang lumayan rather than using pendapatan yang tinggi. Can I? So I'm not going to huraikan for you guys. Able to enter. Okay, screenshot first, guys. Screenshot this page. So do you guys know how to huraikan? Yeah, because I assume that you guys already lost your phone for notes. Yeah, do you guys still keeping your phone for notes? Phone for part 1 to part 4? Yes, oh my God. Yeah, so if you're really keeping it, then good. Because I students asked me to keep sending them the soft copy. Teacher, I really threw away my nota. When I'm saying this sentence, right? Yeah, I'm actually trying to look at it. But you're just trying to join my class since Form 5, right? So if you wanted to take the previous year notes, which means I'm not able to teach, you just try to take and study yourself. Also, I give you the soft copy. So usually guys, we just throw everything. They will just throw. Done for the Form 4. So this one done. Part 4, do you guys need to cover? Alicia. So this is your Form 4. Part 4. Why? Because it's untung syarikat. So guys, what's untung syarikat? What's untung syarikat? We have 2 types of untung in Form 4 part 4. After the cost and then the keluaran and then the tafsiran. So we are trying to use the cost per rubah per rata for the 4.1. So this is your 4.2 almost. Okay, I'm trying to mention two types of untung. You guys, okay, I'm trying to give you guys what is untung, what is untung economy. So untung is referring to the untung per se because untung karsa will be known as hasil. Remember untung per se? So with hasil only we have untung per se. So untung syarikat is referring to the untung or untung economy. It really mentions untung syarikat, right? So just untung per se. Okay, so it is untung per se. So how to get untung per se? As untung per se. Yeah, you guys better try to write out untung per se. We hasil minus all the cost pengeluaran. So what is the hasil? Hasil is the price multiplied by the quantity, right? Minus all the cost tetap plus cost berubah, right? Can so can I leave it for you guys now? Ayo, this is only 3 marks, so guys. Why is it 4 marks? I forgotten. What's justification? What is untung now? Tonight chapter 4. Why do you just say so you don't like SPM? Everything we have to learn, right? Okay, try to accept those you are not going to like it, but you still have to learn to embrace it, right? At least you have the common sense. So guys, the untung per se, guys, can I write down? Ganjaran diterima oleh syarikat when they are trying to take the risk. No wonder teachers is trying to combine the B and C together. So guys, remember, ganjaran diterima oleh usahawan / syarikat yang sanggup menanggung risiko. No wonder she's trying to link the questions here, okay, from the untung-untung, right, just now? Untung-untung into these questions. So guys, write down. First mark, definisi. Okay, so this is the second. Okay, this is all your 2, 3, 4 marks here. Okay, so the first part is trying to mention the definisi for untung. Definisi untung. Okay, so which means ganjaran for the firma, okay, or usahawan after taking the risiko. Okay, after taking the risiko, so this is a definisi for mark because I can always, yeah, guys, please remember for the untung per se, right? For the formula and then the calculation is only second mark. So third mark is final answer, right? Oh, sorry. Formula is your second mark. The calculations, everything, you have to insert all the data for the quantity and then the harga. So this is the second mark with all the KD, KB. Okay, so KT is cost tetap, KB is cost berubah, right? So this is your 2 and 3 marks formula calculation. So last mark is the answer. Whether the answer is untung or rugi. You guys have to justifikasikan, which means how much is the untung or rugi in negative or positive. So positive or negative for last mark. So guys, which one is KT, which one is KB? Cost paham mentah. Cost tetap or cost berubah? Can we try to change the quantity pengeluaran using the cost paham mentah? Yeah, this is going to change, right? So this is known as cost berubah from input berubah. So buruh, we can simply try to adjust the orang buruh, right? So which means we can simply change the upah buruh almost every month. So which means we can change the cost. Then this is cost berubah. How about the saver? Cost tetap. How about the cost bahan api? What is bahan api? What is bahan api? Really forgotten. This is a kilang, right? In order to process the bahan mentah, we might need something to generate electricity. So which means they are using the bahan api, which means this kilang, they have their own power supply. So which means, let's say incinerator trying to burn the coal, or let's say burn the diesel or anything to generate electricity. That's why they do need to pay for the utility bill. So usually, yeah, usually it's not bahan api lah. Usually it's the cost, electric, dan air. But this is using their own generator to burn something to generate electricity, the power city lah. So which means this is actually cost berubah. The more power you use, the more cost you have to pay. Yeah, yes, the fuel. Yeah, so this cost berubah, but good try, Sana. Good try. Okay. Okay, you guys, if I try to change to the Pekalang electric and you guys is going to know this is going to change the price, right? We use more, then we pay for more. This definitely cost berubah, right? So that's why they just try to use Bahapi to confuse you guys. It's that, oh, we always have to pay for the Bahapi. Okay, maybe for the vehicle. No, this Bahapi is for generate electricity. Yeah, at the same time, also can try to provide, let's say, the diesel for all the lorry to transport. Yes, this is still cost Bahapi. Bahapi, which means anything to burn for the lorry, for the hokilang, yes, Bahapi, to generate power. Not only for electricity, also for cars. So done, so cost solution. It's not only for you, actually. Okay, what is cost solution? Oh shit, already. Okay, guys, 2 more minutes. After this one, we go to the phone 5 one. The remaining will be phone 5 one. That's why you can see this is Kemudahan, Kerajaan, right? This is phone 5 one already. And then until the jenis barang kawalan ke mengatasi masalah. So this is a BC. So we link to the whole questions 3. So cost social. What is cost social? I try to circle cost. For you guys, is positive or negative? Cost negative. So which means this is kesan negative, right? So right now this is kesan negative. So what is social? Social, we have 2 items. Directly to the party. Kesan negative directly to the pihak specifically. Trying to call it as cost everybody. So if directly, so I didn't pay for any cost, but I'm trying to face the same cost kesan negative as the direct party. So which means it's known as cost keluaran. Yes, I've forgotten the keyword, cost keluaran. Yeah, so you guys know how to get the 4 marks now? 2 marks for cost per everybody, 2 marks for cost keluaran. But the first sentence, always the kata buga. So kata buga, I usually try to use this arrow for definisi cost solution. So guys, what is definisi for cost solution? You guys recall cost solution? Cost solution adalah kesan-kesan not positif, kesan-kesan negatif yang terdiri daripada cost per everybody dan cost keluaran. Just have to mention externality is kesan-kesan. So if you wanted to write down only one word, then you use the externality negative. Externality negative terdiri daripada cost per everybody dan cost keluaran. So if you are like me, cannot use the advanced grammar like externality, then we just use kesan-kesan negative. Can remember this is faedah not as positive, so the cost is not as negative. Typing error within the notes only. Yeah, so done. So you guys can try to screenshot. Cost per everybody is cost nyata for the pihak tertentu when they are trying to use it or trying to produce it. Cost keluaran is kesan sampingan negatif yang ditanggung oleh pihak ketiga tanpa sebarang pembayaran, which means you don't need to pay. You don't need to get anything. You're not going to get any, let's say, ganjaran, or not ganjaran is like paying back because you are facing this difficulty or this kesan negative. You are getting, let's say, the insurance paying money. So which means cost keluaran. So that's why I'm not only trying to copy this sentence, guys, link to your exercise. So which one is the everybody? The kilang haram, right? Because they are trying to melting down the logam. So that's why kilang haram is trying to pay for the cost per everybody. So at the same time, because they have to pay for the whole production, and then they have to face the pencemaran directly because they are the one to produce it. But the penduduk kawasan sekitar is trying to face the cost luaran. They didn't pay, they didn't get any pambasan, they still have to face the same thing. Okay, done. So guys, shall we? 32 now. So guys, I'm not going to end the class on time. We finish all the remaining for Form 5 part 1. Okay, so you guys can eat your food when you guys are getting hungry. So what is the peranan kerajaan? So how many peranan kerajaan? This is your Form 5. But 1.1 now because of peranan. How many peranan? 3. What's the first peranan? 4 marks only. Easy peasy. Okay, sebagai pengelola dan majikan, right? Okay, so what's the second peranan? Mencapai objektif makroekonomi. So what's the third one? We just learn, right? Yang mengawal. Yeah, we just learn, which means we just revising, right? Mengawal all the pengelola selia, pengelola dan externality negative. Okay, so which means we are trying to refer to the 4 marks here, which is 2 marks for the pengelola, 2 marks for the majikan. Simple. Okay, so do you guys need the answer? What is pengelola? Kerajaan sebagai pengelola awam untuk mengelolkan barang awam dan barang sosial. Okay, barang dan perkhidmatan about you barang awam, barang sosial. You see, if I really didn't ask you guys, or I really didn't try to test your limits, or you guys really try to give me those hilarious answer, right? Actually, barang dan perkhidmatan is for pihak swasta, Form 4 Part 4. This Form 4 Part 1.1. So we have the barang awam. So okay, right now, this is the pengelola first. Kerajaan sebagai pengelola, we have what item? Barang awam, barang barang awam, barang what retail. What's two barang? I just correct barang social. Sorry, my brain, I have insufficient nutrients. I have to eat something later. Okay, barang awam, barang social. So how to differentiate the barang awam, barang social? Yeah, basically, not from the keywords, we can see, we can touch. Okay, so what is the barang social? We can see, we cannot touch. So known as services, right? Okay, so guys, this image, barang awam, barang social. Don't tell me we can touch the Bomba car and then the Bomba person. Yeah, why barang social? You two friends. You two kawan-kawan now. Why have to reply so many L? Barang social. Why? That's why you give definition. What's definition? Manfaat terbesar. What's the definition for barang awam? Very good. Without barang. Boleh digunakan oleh seseorang individu tanpa bayaran atau pembayaran yang paling minimum. So what's barang social? Definisi. The definisi here is dapat memberi manfaat terbesar kepada sesiapa yang menggunakannya. Manfaat terbesar. Very good. Manfaat terbesar. 2 marks only work. 2 marks only work. So what's the other 2 more marks? Majikan. So what's majikan? Tidak mengurangkan faedah pengguna orang lain is the same thing for barang awam, right? No, meh? Sana. So that's why you cannot stop people from using it. So anyone can use, no? So which means I just try to change different words. That is the same meaning, right? What is barang awam? Boleh digunakan oleh seseorang or semua orang. Which means you cannot stop people from using it and then to get the faedah. So I lazy to use your as one verse. Yours can be acceptable sana. Tidak mengurangkan faedah pengguna orang lain. So my bahasa is not as good as you. So that's why I just using the simple words. Okay? Boleh digunakan oleh semua orang atau seseorang dengan tanpa bayaran or with the minimum charge. That's my understanding. Same thing. Okay, so majikan. Yeah, actually, I cannot use your advanced words. Tiada pengecualian penggunaan. So that's why I just use the simpler methods boleh digunakan oleh semua orang. So your two answer is the same. You cannot reduce the interest. You cannot stop people from using it. Tiada pengecualian penggunaan. It's still the same thing. Yeah, because we just need 2 marks for the pengeluaran. So guys, 2 more marks. This one. And peluang pekerjaan for which part? In sector peluang pekerjaan in which sector? Sektor perkhidmatan awam. Di sektor perkhidmatan awam. Sektor perkhidmatan awam, which means public service. Perkhidmatan awam. Perkhidmatan awam. So that's one last mark. So what is the purpose for this? Mewujudkan peluang pekerjaan for the majikan. I give you guys the keywords. Dapat melicinkan. Hey, Hementa, where are you? This class is 3 students, not 2. Don't tell me you didn't. Yeah, then answer. Melicinkan what? Okay, I can see. Sana also couldn't remember. Okay, without camera. Okay, dapat melicinkan pembangunan or pertumbuhan ekonomi. You guys really forgotten, right? Form 5.1. It's okay. Okay, let me tease for a while rather than you guys learning nothing, right? Form 5, Form 1. Okay, just a moment. My internet is good. So this is sebagai majikan. Okay, melicinkan pengeluaran sektor ekonomi or pertumbuhan ekonomi, same thing. Yeah, so if you wanted to use another words, remember, objective only, tulang belakang. So, sebagai majikan is the tulang belakang for economy because I using the shorter words. Dapat melicinkan pertumbuhan ekonomi or pengeluaran sektor ekonomi. What is pertumbuhan ekonomi? Mengeluarkan barang-barang, keluaran. Sektor ekonomi for the production, same thing, right? Yeah, so that's why melicinkan something, melicinkan keluaran or pertumbuhan ekonomi. Yeah, I prefer my words, melicinkan pertumbuhan ekonomi. Sesuatu negara, that's the 4 marks. Okay? I'm getting hungry now. Done. So guys, barang kawalan under which part? Barang kawalan. 1 point. This is your form 5. Now, but 1 point. Forgotten, right? Yeah. So this is your 1 point. 1.3. Yeah, 1.3, which means just now 1.1 is sebagai pengelolaan majikan, and then we have the second one is objective macroeconomy. So 1.3, sebagai pengelolaan external negative, we have the dasar harga maximum minimum quota, and then the sijil. Kita membamikan sijil perniagaan. Sijil, which means qualification, right? Or maybe the certificates. Yeah, so the sijil is gone here, membamikan sijil. So that's why it's all under pengisytiharan kawalan, known as your 1.1.3 undang-undang. Okay, 1.1.3. So right now, this is your 1.1.3. Okay, so under 1.1.3, how many items we have to learn? Under 1.1.3, because I have to summarize for you guys. 1.1.3, how many items we have to learn? 2. What's the 2 item? One is undang-undang. What is external negative law? You guys really forgotten lah. Tidak mengeksploitasi pengguna is the first item, and then the external negative. Forgotten. A and B mengeksploitasi pengguna, not going to let this happen as a kerajaan, and then kerajaan also trying to reduce the pencemaran. So these 2 items is only within the mengawal selip pengelola. So the next one, external negative. Okay. Okay, how should I try to conduct this part? So, because it's actually 2 parts. In order to control all the selip pengelola and external negative, yeah, so which means sedia pengelola controlling all the pengelola swasta or awam or SPK, right? So kerajaan have to stop mengeksploitasikan pengguna from these three methods. Undang, subsidi, and then cukai. So we also can conduct the undang, subsidi, and cukai to stop the pencemaran, not as extremely negative. Okay, so I'm trying to summarize one time. Okay, where's the space here? Okay, so right now, first item, first item is trying to control all the seller pengeluar, right? So control all the seller pengeluar, which means seller is semua, which means we are trying to avoid tiada eksploitasi pengguna. Eksploitasi pengguna. So what do we refer as eksploitasi pengguna? The seller, no matter it's pihak swasta or pihak kerajaan or SPK, is trying to sell expensive price or cheap quality. Okay, so rather than that, in order to save their cost, they are just doesn't care about the pencemaran. So that's why we are trying to make sure tiada externality negative, externality negative. Negative. So how do we stop these two from happening? So the first one is using the undang-undang and peraturan, undang-undang, and then followed by subsidy. Cukai first, can cukai first. And then the third one will be the subsidy. Understand the concept now? Okay, remember, kau already. So, what is barang kawalan? What is barang kawalan? Form 4, we're using barang keperluan. But Form 5, remember I mentioned many times in the usual class, right? What is barang keperluan? Barang penggunaan. Okay, no questions. Which means you guys not answering, which means you guys already forgotten, right? Barang pengguna asas. Barang pengguna asas. Thank you, Ashley. Okay, so which means this is barang kawalan. Okay, yeah, okay. Actually, the question is not asking for istiharan barang kawalan. The question is just asking for what is barang kawalan. Barang kawalan adalah barang pengguna asas yang tidak dikeluarkan oleh kerajaan. Tetapi harga barang kawalan dikawal oleh kerajaan. That's the summarize. Okay? Do you guys need me to write the sentence up? Just barang kawalan. So kerajaan is trying to mengistiharkan barang kawalan, which means kerajaan announces that this is the barang kawalan. I didn't prepare it, but I control the price for dasar harga maximum, dasar harga minimum, and then the supply. Okay, so do you guys need me to write the answer? Yes, lazy. I'm really looking forward to get my brunch. Okay, so barang kawalan, barang kawalan. Kawalan dia barang penggunaan asas yang dikeluarkan, or you can write down tidak dikeluarkan better. Because when this barang tidak dikeluarkan oleh kerajaan, right, which means only from swasta, right, yang tidak dikeluarkan oleh kerajaan, tetapi harga barangan dikawal oleh kerajaan. Why? Why kerajaan have to control the price? Should we try to use maximum kebajikan? Can, but now this is Form 5 syllabus, right? Okay, no problem. Untuk what? I bite you next week. Can you be careful? Okay, look at the ranking in EPL. Okay, it's okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, untuk what? Rather they use mengawal kebajikan masyarakat untuk mencapai objektif makroekonomi. Okay, so which means 4 items: menstabilkan harga, menstabilkan imbangan pembayaran. So this one is the last one, right? So menstabilkan harga first, and then mencapai guna tenaga penuh, and then meningkatkan pertumbuhan ekonomi. Yes, that's why this is, guys, when kerajaan try to control the price for barang kawalan, it's under the first factor, right? Under the first objective, right? Menstabilkan harga barang umum. So that's why mencapai guna tenaga penuh, and then the total economy will be better. Yes, the government try to control the barang kawalan, which means suitable for people to buy, and then also suitable for the firma swasta to get keuntungan, right? Ngam-ngam for the price, then firma swasta can mendapatkan keuntungan. They are trying to meningkatkan dia or maintaining the productivity. So with the productivity, they can try to offer job occupations. So mencapai guna tenaga penuh, meningkatkan pertumbuhan ekonomi is always linked together. So that's why we're using the short form mencapai objektif macroeconomy, sorry. Objektif macroeconomy. Dan this is your first mark. What's the second mark? Contoh, contoh for barang kawalan. Ya, minyak what? Minyak in my tummy or minyak what? Minyak cooking. You try to write minyak cooking lah. Minyak masak, minyak masak, gula, garam, the most important ayam, okay, or tepung, or roti putih. Don't copy too many lah. Just try to memorize it and then try to write out at least three for the contour. Okay, done. So how? 4 marks here. So do you guys need me to write the answer for you guys? How to mengatasi? Telur can, but don't write telur kampung just write telur ayam dulu. Do not telur kampung. Telur kampung is expensive Okay, and then we almost the same nutrients. Do your parents try to buy telur kampung? Yes, right, telur kampung. Actually, it's no difference than the grade A normal eggs. The nutrients is like almost the same. So why spend almost 2 times greater? Because telur kampung is barang mewah. It's no longer barang kawalan. Barang mewah. So that's why, guys, if you guys wanted to save money, right, like me, right, because last time I used to go to gym, I used to went to gym. So in order to consume protein, grade A and then telur kampung is too expensive. That's why I only try to buy the type B, grade B and grade C, and then I can try to buy 2 trays. One day I can consume all the barang pengguna asas for let's say 6 eggs or maybe 10. So that's why telur kampung is expensive. Try to buy the grade A will do. Grade A, one whole tray is cheaper. Sorry, economy teacher can siap good. So guys, how? 4 marks only. So which one? Left hand side or right hand side? Left hand side or right hand side? 4 marks. Yeah, right hand side. So in order to score for 4 marks, we're using which one? Must using the undang first and then cukai subsidy. Up to you guys. Okay, so do you guys need me to write the answer? Please don't. Yes, actually, yes, then just let me know. I write the answer. Yes, okay. So guys, undang-undang is okay. Try to mention the undang-undang ialah satu peraturan yang digubal, which means set by the government from the parliament dan mesti dipatuhi oleh masyarakat dengan mengawal eksploitasi pengguna dan kesan negatif, right? So within these two, the questions trying to focus on eksploitasi pengguna or pencemaran. So that's why this time, because the undang-undang we can settle 2 items, so the question is asking bagaimana the masalah. So the masalah is eksploitasi pengguna or external negative. Read. So first issue or second issue, eksploitasi pengguna, right? So where's the keyword? Menaikkan harga barang kawalan. So that's why we're just focusing on the eksploitasi pengguna. Simple. Okay. So second questions. Ya, so kerajaan mengatasi mengatasi masalah eksploitasi pengguna ini dengan melaksanakan undang-undang dan peraturan yaitu, let me try to refer, yaitu uh, skala, skala peraturan yang dibuat oleh kerajaan mesti dipatuhi oleh masyarakat daripada. So the issue is the price is too expensive, right? So kerajaan is using the undang-undang for dasar harga maximum, minimum or quota is. Oh, this is the undang-undang. So guys, is using which one to make sure the price is not too expensive now? Dasar harga maximum, minimum or quota. Okay, so remember, we have three methods under the undang-undang. Dasar harga maximum. Can we use dasar harga minimum? Dasar harga minimum is for the pengeluar, right? To make sure they can get the untung. So this kebajikan pengeluar. So that's why dasar harga maximum is for consumer. That's why we are referring to this question. The item is too expensive now. Menaikkan harga barang kawalan. Okay, so guys, discuss only. Can we use the quota to control the price? Listen to my questions carefully. Can we use quota to control the price? Yes, when we try to allow quota, which means we are trying to make sure the price is not too low or too high. Quota can try to control both price. So if let's say quota is a limit, right? So if I set the limit higher, so we have more supply, which means the price will be cheaper. So if I'm using quota or lesser quantity, so the penawaran yang kurang, lebihan permintaan, right? So the price will be higher. Quota can be both. Can set up the quota higher or lower to let the price for the harga barang kawalan to be higher or lower. So if the quota is higher, price is lower for the harga barang kawalan. So the quota is lesser quantity, then the price for the harga barang kawalan will be expensive. So that's why, are we going to relate the quota into these questions? No, because it's Musim Raya Aidil Fitri. So imagine people is trying to buy more, but the government is trying to use quota. So quota high, pengeluar GG lah. The richest one, they are not able to maintain their price, they are going to get rugi lah. So if government is using quota to limit the quantity, then how do we celebrate the Musim Raya, Hari Raya? Because we have to buy things to celebrate, right? So that's why never use quota, just using the dasar harga maximum for the first 2 marks. First 2 marks only ya. So iaitu yang mengisytiharkan harga barang kawalan dengan dasar harga maksimum. So how to get a second mark? Uraikan naik dengan menjamin kebajikan masyarakat pada harga barangan yang lebih murah. That's it. This is the 2 marks. Okay, so guys, let you choose. You guys wanted to use cukai or subsidy? Cukai or subsidy? Okay, I'll let you guys to copy first. Cukai or subsidy? Remember, this is the barang kawalan during the musim perayaan. So cukai or subsidy? Subsidy. So, so subsidy, how do we describe? Bantuan kewangan kerajaan to menampung kos pengeluaran firma-firma atau pengeluar barang kawalan dan dapat menurunkan harga. Okay, yeah, so I let you guys to screenshot first. Yeah, this part. Okay, subsidy. So I try to write my own sentence. Kerajaan. I'm using another color so that you guys can see the difference. Kerajaan juga boleh. That screenshot. Can you guys referring to my screen? Then you guys try to be like others to see the difference. So kerajaan juga boleh memberikan subsidi, yaitu bantuan kewangan kepada firma 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 yang mengeluarkan barang kawalan dalam wait, I try to rephrase kepada firma-firma dan memberikan subsidi yaitu bantuan keuangan kepada firma-firma untuk menampung kos kos pengeluaran dan menurunkan harga barang kawalan. Okay, so at the same time, I'm trying to prepare the cukai for you guys. If you guys, in case, have to learn from the cukai. Okay, so cukai dikenakan terhadap pengguna cukai dikenakan terhadap pengguna untuk guys, don't copy the red color. I show you guys. Cukai dikenakan terhadap pengeluar terhadap pengeluar untuk, because this is usually coming up in exam a lot for the cukai, but not these questions cukai dikenakan terhadap pengguna pengeluar untuk mengelakkan externality negatif atau beda atau menyediakan kemudahan awam. Okay, so guys, I'm trying to rephrase another answer which is irrelevant. That's why I'm using red color. So don't copy the red color. So when we trying to mention the cukai, right? Usually it's trying to bebankan the pengeluar or the pengguna. So usually it's trying to charge the cukai on pengeluar is to make sure no external negative. That's why other than external negative, right? You guys can try to put another answer untuk mengelakkan trying to charge the tax. Other than using the tax to avoid externality is another one. Kerajaan is trying just using the tax to menyediakan kemudahan awam, which is our dasar fiskal now, right? The 1.3. Okay, so this is the two items. So that's why cukai can only using for two purposes. One is to avoid the pencemaran, which is external negative. The second part, not relevant to the eksploitasi pengguna, right? So the next one is kerajaan just using the tax sebagai hasil kerajaan untuk menyediakan kemudahan awam, like project-project pembangunan. So that's why this question is no longer using cukai. Cukai can only using for these two purposes. Okay? Okay? That's my own answer for the first one, eksploitasi pengguna under undang and then the subsidy. So it's not going to use cukai. Just undang and then the subsidy, not cukai. Okay? Pengaturan pendapatan, can I skip the essay? Inflasi. So we try to delay the class another, let's say 10 minutes. 10 minutes only. So the donkey, we just trying to elaborate using the point form. That guys, for the donkey. Dana, Ashley. Yes, so donkey, this is pengangguran. But form 5, but what? Form 5, but 1.2, right? Because for 1.2, we have penunjuk economy. So penunjuk economy, we have the inflasi, we have the pengangguran later, and then the pertumbuhan economy, right? So remember, this is known as penunjuk economy. Just trying to do all the calculations. Okay, but without the calculations, we also have the theory to memorize, right? So pengangguran, how many types of pengangguran? Before we refer to the content above. So we have tiga jenis pengangguran. So what is the first pengangguran? Okay, the first pengangguran is whole economy collapse, known as kemerlesitan economy. Pengangguran, gitaran, also known as edaran. So the next one is government policy, trying to shift from one sector to another sector. So this is pengangguran berstruktur. So the last one usually is relevant to the exam one, known as pengangguran geseran, or known as normal, right? Normal. So that's why, according to these questions, gangguan besar. So gangguan besar is no longer geseran, because gangguan besar only happens for the getaran infrastructure over more than 1 year. So that's why 5 tahun. Okay. So this is menggunakan teknologi for the AI. So guys, this is pengangguran getaran infrastructure. Berstruktur, because we are trying to switch from the sektor kedua to sektor ketiga, right? Because perkhidmatan the AI. So huraikan the pengangguran. So can you guys do it yourself, or you guys wanted me to show the answer? Because I have to refer from the TDC notes for the third marks. Second marks I know. Dasar kerajaan yang mengubahkan struktur ekonomi daripada sektor kedua ke sesuatu sektor lain, which is sektor ketiga loh. Yeah, so how to get the pengangguran? Oh yeah, I'm memorized now. So the first one, for the first one, this is the first questions. This is the jenis pengangguran, which is pengangguran berstruktur. Okay, so what's the second one? The definisi. So definisi, I'll try to show you guys 1.2, right? 1.2 is much notes. I think we can get it from here. So pengangguran is quite bottom page. Pengangguran berstruktur, guys, berstruktur. Okay, disebabkan oleh perubahan berstruktur ekonomi sesebuah negara, which is dasar kerajaan. Terpakai here. Perubahan berstruktur ekonomi sesebuah negara. So, perubahan struktur ekonomi. STRUKUR, struktur ekonomi. So guys, what's the third pengangguran? So which means when this struktur ekonomi, perubahan struktur ekonomi happening, so which means the third mark is trying to explain the whole situations, but it's not based on the content here, because the content is the normal exam, which is government trying to conduct the perubahan struktur ekonomi based on 1970s, trying to shift from sektor utama to sektor kedua. So this is sektor kedua to sektor ketiga for all the AI. So which means this is, you have to write out on your own for the huraian. So which means peningkatan teknologi dalam kecerdasan buatan, or just pakai teknologi kecerdasan buatan. This is the AI, right? So yeah, how to huraikan peningkatan tingkat teknologi dan dalam. So this is the menggunakan pakai teknologi kecerdasan buatan, right? So I just using the short form dalam AI ialah try to shift to sector 3, right? Peningkatan teknologi dalam AI ialah perubahan sektor kedua. Yeah, I just use the short form, guys. Ialah perubahan sektor 2 to sektor 3. Okay. Yang, so how to huraikan? dapat meningkatkan. So this sector 3 is able to meningkatkan the pertumbuhan ekonomi. Meningkatkan pertumbuhan ekonomi keluar negara. Meningkatkan KDNK. You guys know what is KDNK now already, right? Meningkatkan KDNK negara. KDNK. Dan so when we try to use the technology to produce more productivity, which means trying to produce more KDNK, right? Pendapatan negara is going to reduce peluang pekerjaan. Peluang pekerjaan di sektor 2 dan sektor 3. So why? Kerana tidak mahir, ketidakmahiran itu, which means they have no skill to work for that, no skill, no experience. Tiada kemahiran dan pengalaman. So that's why it's going to take more than 1 year. So which means affecting for the continuously coming 5 years, right? So this is the huraian. I'm just using the short form. Okay. So time's up already actually. So do you want to get another answer? Kesan pengangguran before we end the class? About 2 more minutes, right? Yeah, give me 2 more minutes actually. 2 more minutes. So guys, how many kesan? Kesan. 3 marks. Pengangguran berstruktur. 3 marks for. We always have to end the last point with taraf hidup, right? Taraf hidup and then taraf kebajikan. Taraf hidup dan kebajikan decreasing, right? So what's the first point? Pengangguran berstruktur is going to cause no income, right? You guys are. Wait, what happened? Actually, sana, the first kesan for pengangguran is no income because tidak digunakan as a pengangguran, no income. So no income, which means the whole country is going to have low KDNK, merugikan negara and then causing the masalah social. So that's why this is your first 2 marks for the first 2 content. This is your second marks, merugikan negara from KDNK becoming lesser and masalah social wujud. So which means tidak mampu, right? Which means the last one is taraf hidup. Okay. Can so that's your full answer for the 3 marks or 5 marks, doesn't matter. I just try to combine the first 2 marks as 1 mark. First 2 marks as 1 mark. So which means the other, yeah, you guys can try to copy from here. Penganggur is tidak mencapai guna tenaga penuh. Okay. Or you guys can try to focus on the first 1, 3, 5 here. Pendapatan negara is less than the potensi and tidak cekap and taraf hidup berjejak. So yeah, so I try to write down the point format. KDNK sebenar ke sana, guys, lower than, okay, just lesser than KDNK potensi. So when the hasil negara is lesser, right? So which means tidak mencapai. So this is not as pengeluaran negara yang tidak cekap loh. So tidak mencapai guna tenaga penuh. So tidak mencapai guna tenaga penuh untuk income, taraf hidup menurun. So remember, before we try to mention taraf hidup menurun, we try to mention one more, pendapatan or aggregate demand decreasing. So kuasa beli dan permintaan agregat, permintaan agregat decrease. So that taraf hidup kebajikan menurun. So that's the huraian, guys. Okay, so we just try to cover all the structure only. So the remaining one, essay, yeah, we discuss next time. Okay, I just give you guys the answer. Okay, because actually you guys are supposed to cover the inflasi. Cover the inflasi. So the first question is jenis pendapatan masyarakat. So usually I want to try this one, pendapatan masyarakat. Yeah, because jenis mah. How many jenis pendapatan negara masyarakat? Do you guys know how many jenis pendapatan masyarakat? Forgotten. We have the jelaskan we have the pendapatan produktif which is from tanah is sewa masyarakat. So this masyarakat is referring to isi rumah, right? So isi rumah we have pendapatan produktif or tidak produktif bayaran pindahan. Two types. So that's why this is Aisara, right? Plus tidak produktif bayaran pindahan or is bantuan keuangan subsidi, right? So that's why the 4 marks pendapatan tidak produktif subsidi. Okay, yes, this is form 4. So that's why I don't want to cover this part. But the kesan kerajaan is form 5. Kesan positive personal economy is also form 5. Only the first one is form 4. That's why form 4, form 5 always combined together in the essay. So first one, you guys can ignore first. Okay, try soalan 5. Try, guys. Try. The answer will be posted into the website soon. Okay. Bye. Yeah, make sure your 2 friends is going to watch the recording. The 2 friends. Okay. Bye. Bye.